everybody. As we continue day by day, we are now on to our 5th 2025 Topps Pro debut hobby break. So the news is I did get 4 more breaks worth, and number 7 is now up. It only had 6 spots to begin with. I think it's down to about 4 now, 5 or 4. Here's the link for that one. And for any and all that have reserved spots on them, want to be removed, just let me know. So, for today's break, we have Scott with the Orioles and Diamondbacks, Bill with the Red Sox and Padres, Michael with the Yankees, Rays, and who's the other one? Phillies. Patrick K with the Jays, Tim F with the White Sox, Christian with the Tigers, Royals, Brewers, Pirates, Brandon M with the Twins, David R Astros, JD S with the Angels, George with the A's, Marlins, Cardinals, Brian H with the Braves and Giants, Francisco with the Mets and Dodgers, William R with the Cubs, Jesse K with the Reds. Alright. So another day, another pro debut break. Sold out 4 of them in very quick succession. Tomorrow will be a change up. Well, actually, yeah, tomorrow will be a update. What? Invalid proof of purchase. That's right. I just got a product defect submission reply, which I assume is from the break a few days ago where I had 2 hobby boxes missing autographs and a hit, and it got rejected because it says invalid proof of purchase, even though it's an order number through their website. I don't know what the heck that's about. That's really weird. Hello there, Jesse. Alright, we have Connor Griffin, Pirates, Nick McLean, White Sox, Shane Lin, Reds, Nick Kurtz, A's, Christian Campbell, Red Sox, Jonah Tong, Mets, Ivan Luciano, Diamondbacks, Hyun-Sek Jang, Dodgers, Jason Chourio, Guardians, Carter Matheson, Phillies, Sebastian Walcott, Rangers, Victor Rodriguez, Dodgers, Chase Dollander, Rockies, Kyle Henley, Reds, a drafted insert of Travis Bazzana for the Guardians. That one's for Sherman. We have a League Elites of Jason Chourio of Cleveland. That's also for Sherman. And then a purple Chrome of Alexander Albertus, White Sox. That'll be for Tim. There's Jesus Madi for the Brewers, and then it's Chrome. Chrome, Eduardo Tate, Phillies for Michael, Jared Sundstrom, Mariners for Sherman, Matt Shaw, Cubs for William, Brody Brecht, Rockies for Sherman, Ethan Anderson, Orioles for Scott, and Kellen Lindsay, Dodgers for Francisco. We have Sean Keys, Jays, Bryce McCage, Brewers, Baron Ledesma, Rockies, Cole Messina, Rockies, Carson DiMartini, Phillies, Luis Morales, A's, Ryan Stafford, Orioles, Levy Sterling, Pirates, Brady Montgomery, White Sox, Zero Hope, Dodgers, Kevin McGonigal, Tigers, Tyson Lewis, Reds, Ryan Sloan, Mariners, Rodney Green, A's, and we have a of 299 and Mick Morabito of the New York Mets. That'll be for Francisco. Purple Not perfect corner up here. Extractor, Luis Almeida for the O's for Scott. Thomas White, star insert for the Marlins for George. And then we have a Yandri Vargas of 99s, probably an auto. Yes, right. Very nice auto. Green of 99 there, Vargas for Francisco. I don't know, she's just laying there. And for our Chrome, we have Ty Sutacine for the Cubs for William. Bryce Eldridge, Giants for Brian. Fenwick Trimble, Marlins for George. Drew Beam, Royals for Christian. Dante Nori, Phillies for Michael. And Juan Flores, Angels for JD. Carson Rucker, Tigers. Jesus Madi, Brewers. Henry Ramos, Royals. Spencer Nivens, Royals. Jackson Ferris, Dodgers. Hagen Smith, White Sox. SJ Vargas, Rangers. Andrew Vargas, Dodgers. Cole Fontenelle, Angels. Braylon Doty, Guardians. Caleb Durbin, Brewers. Colton Emerson, Mariners. Fenwick Trimble, Marlins. Blake Burke, Brewers. Jacob Cozart, Cleveland. And ballpark promos will be Spencer Jones of the Yankees for Michael. Refractor Chrome, Carter Matheson, Phillies for Michael. 161 of 199. And then a Braylon Doty base auto. First round pick for Cleveland. Those purples of 125. I thought purple was a higher number than that. Maybe the chrome are different. We have Braden Taylor, Tampa Bay for Michael. Ryan Campos, Cardinals for George. Nick Maripito, Mets for Francisco. Carson Bench, Mets. Nick McLean, White Sox for Tim. And Luis Baez, Astros for David. Carter Johnson, Marlins. Travis Bazzana, Guardians. Marcelo Meyer, Red Sox. Edgardo Quintero, Dodgers. Riku Nishida, White Sox. Slade Caldwell, D-backs. Juan Flores, Angels. Dylan Drayling, Rangers. Nick Montgomery, Braves. Hayden Miller, Phillies. Cobb Hightower, Padres. Sam Basallo, Orioles. Esteban Mejia, Mets. That is right? I've been sending him to the Mets. Was he the Rangers? Is he really the Rangers? I've been sending him to the wrong team for like all these breaks. Wait, I'm seeing maybe he's the Orioles. Is he the Orioles? Oh, that's not the right Esteban Mejia. That's a starting pitcher. What the heck team is this guy on? Hold on. Third baseman. Hub City Spartanburgers. And Rangers. He's the Rangers. I've been sending him to the wrong team all this time. Luckily, I never had a hit of him. That would have stuck. I was confusing him with Mejia with... Who's that person? Elian Pena. Ooh, whoops. Travis Honeyman, Cardinals. And then in of 25, orange of Braden Taylor of the Tampa Bay Rays. First round pick in 2023. And that'll be for Michael. And then we have a green chrome auto up for the Nuts. That's going to be Seattle. Josh Carone, 96 of 99 for Sherman. I think Karan was like a 4th rounder or something like that. Braden Taylor's up 25 orange. Alright, we have a Colby Thomas, League Elites. That's for the A's. Charlie Condon, Rockies. Theron Lorenzo. Cone for the Tigers for Christian. Thomas White, Marlins for George. Brandon Sproat, Mets for Francisco. Nick Mitchell, Guardians for Sherman. Arhoon. Oh wait, Nick Mitchell. He's Guardians, right? Or is he the Jays? He might be the Jays. Boop. No, he's Guardians, okay. Arun Imala, Jays for Patrick. Jamie Ferrer, Twins for Brandon. Hi, Axel. What are you up to? We have Ramon Ramirez, Royals. Herrick Hernandez, Braves. Dalton Rushing, Dodgers. Jamie Ferrer, Twins. Walker Janik, Astros. Josh Carone, Mariners. Nathan Zinatello, Red Sox. Trey Morgan, Rays. Joe Vitrano, Dodgers. Cody Freeman, Rangers. Jay Bashirs, Marlins. Cole Carrick, Rockies. Kyle DeBarge, Twins. Gage Miller, Marlins. And Kalen Culpepper for the Twins. We have a star insert of Chase Dolander, Colorado Rockies for Sherman. A blue wave chrome of Cody Freeman of the Rangers. 0/9 of 150. That'll be for Sherman. A of 199 Griff O'Farrell auto. Yeah, first rounder for the Orioles. Griff O'Farrell. That'll be for Scott. What's up to Axel? Just hanging out? Just hanging out here, buddy? Just being a good boy? Yeah, it's Axel boy. He's just sitting here. Alright, Chrome. First rounder Theo Gillen for the Rays for Michael. Demetrio Crisantes. Oh, come on. I should know this one. Diamondbacks for Scott. Billy Amick, Twins for Brandon. Jared Cerna, Marlins for George. Bryce Cunningham, Yankees for Michael. Alright, we already have our 4 autos, so any other hits would be appreciated. Nathan Flebling, Rays. Brailer Guerrero, Rays. Angleth Urania, Yankees. Bryce Matthews, Astros. George Walco, White Sox. Braylon Payne, Brewers. JD Dix, Diamondbacks. Ewan Cespedes, Red Sox. Josh Grauer, A's. James Tibbs, Giants. Alexander Albertus, White Sox. Lou DeVree, Padres. PJ Morlando, Marlins. Braylon Morrell, Rangers. Bernard Boone, Reds. And a of 50 gold of George Walco of the Chicago White Sox. Paper of 50. That'll be for Tim. Then we have a ballpark promos of Welbin Francesca, Cleveland, for Sherman. And then an Ivan Luciano. Is that another auto? Yeah, we got 5 autos of the Diamondbacks for Scott. Luciano is a 2nd round pick. So we got a bonus auto in this box. Yeah, I was thinking usually the last pack has an auto in it, but we already had 4. So there's a Walco of 50. Chrome, we have Bernard Moon for the Reds, and it's for Jesse. Ben Hess, Yankees for Michael. Herrick Hernandez, Braves for Brian. Eli Sereno, Mets for Francisco, and Brooks Brandon of... Oops, did I miss one? Brooks Brandon of the Red Sox, and Xander Muth of the Pirates. There we go. Missed one there. 5 autos in that one. Right, Axel boy? Got 5 that time? I know. It's exciting. Okay. Anglith Urania, Yankees, Bryce Matthews, Astros, George Wolko, White Sox, Braylon Payne, Brewers, Nick McLean, White Sox, Connor Griffin, Pirates, Josh Corotto Grauer, A's, James Tibbs, Giants, Alexander Albertus, White Sox, Leo DeVree, Padres, BJ Morlando, Marlins, Braylon Morrell, Rangers, Bernard Moon, Reds, Jason Churio, Guardians, and Carter Matheson, Phillies. And we have enough 75, Carter Matheson. That's the Phillies. Aqua. That'll go to Michael. League Elites, Bryce Eldridge for the Giants, for Brian. A paper of Cobb Hightower for the Padres, and then Chrome. Chrome, Ivan Luciano for the D-backs for Scott. Ryan Waldschmidt, D-backs again. Boston Bateman, Padres for Bill. Carter Matheson again, Phillies for Michael. Henry Ramos, Royals for Christian, and Braden Montgomery, White Sox for Tim. We have Sheng-En Lin, Reds, Nick Kurtz, A's, Christian Campbell, Red Sox, Jonah Tong, Mets, Ivan Luciano, Diamondbacks, Hung-Suk Jang, Dodgers, Sean Keys, Jays, Bryce McCage, Brewers, Sebastian Walcott, Rangers, Victor Rodriguez, Dodgers, Chase Dollander, Rockies, Kyle Henley, Reds, Braden Montgomery, White Sox, Zero Hope, Dodgers. Drafted insert, Cam and 80 for the Braves for Brian. And we have a star of Walker Jenkins, Twins for Brandon. And a very nice chrome of 250 here, or 125 again, I should say, of Leo DeVree, San Diego. That'll be for Bill. Then a Charlie Soto auto of the Minnesota Twins. He was I think he was a first rounder 2023. That'll be for Brandon. Alright, we have a chrome Dakota Jordan for the Giants for Brian. Lisbel Diaz, again Giants. Trey Yesovich of the Jays for Patrick. Zero Hope of the Dodgers for Francisco. Kevin McGonigal of the Tigers for Christian. Tyson Lewis of the Reds for Jesse. My daughter's having a laughing fest right now. Something funny, Eliana? Is that funny? What the heck? Is that a, looks like an otter. Bayron Ledesma, Rockies. Cole Messina, Rockies. Carson DiMartini, Phillies. Luis Morales, A's. Ryan Stafford, Orioles. Levy Sterling, Pirates. Carson Rucker, Tigers. Kevin McGonigal, Tigers. Tyson Lewis, Reds. Ryan Sloan, Mariners. Rodney Green, A's. Andrew Vargas, Dodgers. Cole Fontenelle, Angels. Braylon Doty, Guardians. Caleb Durbin, Brewers. And a Braden Taylor again, parallel. That's two now. That is purple. $2.99. We have enough 25 and now enough $2.99. Ballpark promos, Carson Montgomery, White Sox for Tim. And we have a Luke Cashel auto, it appears. Minnesota Twins. So Brandon got a Cashel. Brandon actually said he wanted to get on this because he saw that Cashel was in this product. Oh, got a chrome auto now. 117 of 199. Get that in there. Just like that. My 2-year-old was doing the same thing earlier today. Yep. Still watching that otter over there? Yep, there's that otter. She's showing it to my husky right now. We have Kavir Steers, chrome for the Padres for Bill. Cam Smith. Astros for David. George Lombard Jr., Yankees for Michael. Ryan Sloan, Mariners for Sherman. Ryan Stafford, O's for Scott. And Yoanji Vargas, Dodgers for Francisco. What is that silly otter doing? Hi, Exo Boy. Jesus Muddy, Brewers. Henry Ramos, Royals. Spencer Nivens, Royals. Jackson Ferris, Dodgers. Hagen Smith, White Sox. Shoji Vargas, Rangers. Yohani Morales, Nats. Colt Emerson, Mariners. Fenwick Trimble, Marlins. Blake Burke, Brewers. Jacob Kozar, Guardians. Luke Adams, Brewers. Jack Penny, Tigers. Bryce Rayner, Tigers. Chase Davis, Cardinals. There's a Tick Hentz, League Elites, St. Louis Cardinals. That'll be for George. Then a green wave of 99, Aiden Smith of the Tampa Bay Rays. That'll be for Michael. We have Shedry Vargas for the Rangers, and then that's it. So we'll have 2 autos in our last 2 packs. Alright, Chrome, there's Jack Caglione, Kansas City Royals for Christian. Theron Lorenzo, Tigers for Christian. Thomas White, Marlins for George. Yoanji Vargas, Dodgers for Francisco. Victor Rodriguez, Dodgers for Francisco. And first round Braylon Doty for the Guardians for Sherman. I should have 2 more autos in these 2 packs. Hyung Chan Royals. Come here. Cam Caminetti, Braves. Caleb Boner, White Sox. Joffrey Solano, Marlins. Malcolm Moore, Rangers. Christopher Familia, Yankees. JJ Weatherhole, Cardinals. Juan Baez, Brewers. Cooper Pratt, Brewers. Emiliano Teodo, Rangers. Michael Arroyo, Mariners. Jared Sundstrom, Mariners. Gerald Perez, White Sox. Sam Antonacci, White Sox. And there's a Jared Thomas parallel. He was drafted by the Rockies. That'll be Fuchsia. I'll go to Sherman. X Factor will be first round Ty Petey of a couple years ago for Seattle for Sherman. Colt Emerson insert again for Sherman. And then there's Jared Thomas again, this time in auto form. That's crazy. Got 2 Jared Thomas hits in those 3 hits in that pack. Purple. He was like a 3rd rounder. What's up? Okay. And then our Chrome, we have Brandon Sproat for the Mets for Francisco. Theo Gillen of the Rays for Michael. Demetrio Crisantes, we looked this up before. That's the Diamondbacks for Scott. Bayron Ledesma, Rockies for Sherman. Colt Emerson, Mariners for Sherman. And Esteban Mejia, we now know, is the Texas Rangers for Sherman. Aiden Smith. He was drafted by, was it the, wait. Who drafted Aiden Smith? Was he traded to the Rays? I want to say he was traded. Not Seattle, was it? Was it Seattle? I think he was drafted by Seattle, right? We have Walker Jenkins, Twins. Ty Suthasine, Cubs. Jonathan Santucci, Mets. Bryce Cunningham, Yankees. Ty Petey, Mariners. We have Aaron Parker, Jays. Griffin Burkholder, Phillies. Arjun Nimala, Jays. Yeah, he's going to the Rays now. I think he was traded though from the from the Mariners. Blake Wright, Rockies. Jared Serna, Marlins. Jose Fernandez, that's the Diamondbacks. Johnny Farmello, Mariners. Caden Kendall, Twins. And then we have a parallel first rounder, Theo Gillen. Good break for the Rays. 52 of 150 for Michael. Paper bloop. We got drafted Kalen Culpepper for the Twins for Brandon. We have ballpark promos, Jason Churio for the Guardians for Sherman. And a blue wave of 150. This is not the auto. It is a Kadeem Dia. You can go ahead. You don't have to take it off, Eliana. My daughter can't go pee unless she takes her whole dress off. So I had to help her take the dress off. Alright, so there's Team Dia, 140 of 150 for the Twins, for Brandon. And here's our auto. It is a Yankee Inglis Urania, and that'll be numbered to 150. Blue. And that'll be for Michael. Haven't hit much for Yankees in these breaks, so there's one, finally. I'll sit you over there. Alright, there's the rest of our numbered hits. And a blue Theo Gillen. Actually, hi boy. We got Chrome Billy Amick for the Twins for Brandon. Bernard Moon Reds for Jesse. Ben Hess Yankees for Michael. Blake Burke Brewers for Christian. Chris Cortez Angels for JD. And Luke Adams Brewers for Christian. That'll be it for another pro debut break. We'll recap what we have here. There we go. Alright, so we have for our Chrome Autos, we have an of 99 green Josh Corone of the Seattle Mariners. We have a refractor of 199 Luke Cashel, Minnesota Twins. And then papers, we have green of 99 Yandri Vargas of the Dodgers. A blue of 150 Inglis Urania for the Yankees. A fuchsia of 199 of Griffo Farrell for the Orioles. A purple of Jared Thomas of the Rockies. And then our base autos are Charlie Soto of the Twins. Who's that? Braylon Doty of the Guardians. And Ivan Luciano, catcher for the D-backs. And for our numbered Chrome, we have an of 99 Aiden Smith of the Rays. We have a blue of 150 wave Kadeem Dia of the Twins. A blue wave of Cody Freeman of the Rangers. Purple of 125 of Leo DeVries of the San Diego Padres. Purple of 125 Alexander Albertus, White Sox. And then an of 199 refractor of Carter Matheson of the Phillies. Paper parallels, we have an orange of 25 Braden Taylor for the Rays. Gold of 50 George Welko for the White Sox. Aqua George Welko 75 for the Phillies. Theo Gillen, first rounder for the Tampa Bay Rays with blue of 150. Another Jared Thomas, this one's a fuchsia paper of 199 for the Rockies. Then we have another Braden Taylor, purple of 250 for the Rays. And is it Nick Marbito? Purple of 250 for the Mets. For our X-Fractors, we have Luis Almeida for the Orioles, and we have Ty Petey of the Mariners. And then our base Chrome up there, we have Kevin McGonigal of the Tigers, Trey Yesovich of the Jays, and Jack Caglione of the Royals. Alright, so that'll be that. You guys, pretty much everybody here knows the routine. I'll get you guys pictures later. I'll definitely be shipping everything tomorrow, before the holiday. And then we'll have another break tomorrow. Tomorrow will be a Topps 2025 Topps Update Jumbo break. So, I will talk to you all later, and have a good evening, everyone. Peace.